Ladies and gentlemen, when you wake up every morning, who are you living for? Your boss, your family, society? I'm here to tell you, you owe it to you. You wake up every morning and you have a decision to make. Are you going to live for someone else's expectations, or are you going to live for yourself? It's easy to get caught up in doing things to please other people, to live for what society thinks you should be, to live for what your family believes you should accomplish. But the truth is, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the person you see in the mirror every single day to give your all, to push harder, to chase what you truly want, and to live the life you were meant to live. When you look at your goals, your dreams, and everything you've ever wanted, the question you have to ask yourself is, am I doing this for me? Or am I doing this to prove something to someone else? If you're doing it for someone else, you're never going to have the fire, the determination, or the grit to see it through. But when you realize that you owe it to yourself, when you understand that your dreams and your success are your responsibility, everything changes. There are too many people in this world who are sitting on talents they never developed, ideas they never shared, and potential they never explored because they're too afraid to fail, too afraid of what others might think, or too stuck in their comfort zone. But here's the thing, comfort zones are where dreams go to die. You owe it to yourself to step out of that comfort zone, to take risks, to try, and even to fail, because failure is a part of growth. When you avoid hard work, when you choose the easy way out, when you procrastinate or make excuses, you're not just delaying success, you're robbing yourself. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, well, I can't do this because of insert excuse here. You're taking away from the future version of yourself, the version of you who could have accomplished something incredible, who could have made an impact, who could have lived the life they dreamed of, is being robbed because the current version of you doesn't want to put in the effort. Hard work isn't glamorous. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up. There will be times when you're tired, discouraged, and unsure if it's worth it. But those are the moments that define you. The easy choice is to quit. The easy choice is to say, this is too hard, but the truth is, nothing worth having ever comes easy. You owe it to yourself to push through the discomfort, the pain, and the doubt, because on the other side of those struggles is the life you've been dreaming about. When life gets tough, most people give up. They blame their circumstances, their upbringing, their lack of resources, or anything else they can point a finger at. But the reality is, excuses don't change your life. Excuses don't make you successful. Excuses don't build legacies. They only keep you stuck where you are. If you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. That means letting go of the excuses and taking responsibility for your own life. No one is going to do it for you. No one is going to come along and hand you the life you want. Success isn't something that's given, it's something that's earned. And earning it takes work. It takes sacrifice. It takes showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. You owe it to yourself to show up. You owe it to yourself to keep going, even when the odds are stacked against you. Every single one of us has been given a unique set of gifts, talents, and opportunities. The question is, what are you doing with yours? Are you wasting them? Or are you using them? Or are you using them to their fullest potential? Are you settling for a life that's comfortable and easy? Or are you striving for greatness? You owe it to yourself to find out what you're capable of. You owe it to yourself to explore your limits, to push past them, and to grow into the person you were meant to be. But here's the thing, no one can make you do it. You have to want it for yourself. You have to want it bad enough to put in the effort, to make the sacrifices, and to stay committed, even when it's hard. The journey to success isn't a straight line. There will be obstacles. There will be failures. There will be moments when you question everything. But those moments are what shape you. They will teach you resilience, perseverance, strength. The only person who can hold you back is you. It's not your circumstances, it's not other people, it's not even your past. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is your willingness to put in the work and your belief that you can achieve it. You owe it to yourself to believe in your dreams, even when nobody else does. You owe it to yourself to keep going, even when the road gets tough. The truth is, you have everything you need within you. You have the potential, the talent, and the ability to achieve greatness, but potential means nothing if you don't act on it. Talent is wasted if you don't work to develop it. And ability is useless if you don't put it into action. You owe it to yourself to stop waiting for the perfect moment, to stop making excuses, and to start taking action. Every day is an opportunity to get closer to your dreams. Every choice you make, every action you take, every moment you spend working toward your goals is an investment in yourself. You owe it to yourself to make the most of those moments. You owe it to yourself to give your best effort every single day. There will always be distractions, challenges, and reasons to give up, but you owe it to yourself to stay focused. You owe it to yourself to remember why you started, to keep your eyes on the prize, and to keep moving forward no matter what. At the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with your choices. You're the one who has to look in the mirror and ask yourself, did I give it my all today? Did I do everything I could to get closer to my dreams? And if the answer is no, you're the only one who can change that. You owe it to yourself to live a life you're proud of. You owe it to yourself to chase your dreams with everything you've got. You owe it to yourself to become the best version of you. Not for anyone else, but because you deserve it. When you wake up in the morning and think about your goals, your dreams, and where you want to be, the truth is that no one else is responsible for getting you there. You are the one who has to decide whether today is the day you take another step forward or remain where you are. Too often, we look for someone else to push us, motivate us, or give us the blueprint, but at the end of the day, it's you who must do the work. It's not about waiting for permission or external validation. It's about recognizing that you owe it to yourself to give everything you've got to reach your full potential. Excuses are easy. It's easy to say you didn't have enough time, resources, or help. It's easy to point to your circumstances and say that's why you haven't made it yet. But excuses don't build success. They only build regret. The time you spend making excuses is time you could be using to work on your goals. Every moment spent blaming your situation is a moment lost. That's why it's so important to take responsibility. It's not your parents, your friends, your boss, or society that holds the key to your success. It's you. Hard work isn't something that comes naturally to most people. It's a choice. It's waking up every day and deciding that you will do whatever it takes to get closer to your goals, even when you don't feel like it. That's the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who settle for mediocrity. It's not talent or luck that separates them, it's the willingness to show up every day and put in the work. The truth is, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not willing to work hard, it won't matter. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your way, and it will challenge your resolve. But those obstacles aren't there to stop you, there to stop you, there to make you stronger. Every time you push through a challenge, you grow. You become more resilient, more determined, and more capable. That's why it's so important not to give up when things get hard. The moment you quit is the moment you guarantee failure. But if you keep going, if you keep pushing, you give yourself a chance to succeed. There's a version of you in the future who's counting on you to keep going. That version of you is living the life you dream of right now, but they can't exist unless you do the work today. When you procrastinate, when you make excuses, when you settle for less than your best, you're robbing that future version of yourself. You're taking away the opportunities, the freedom, and the happiness that could have been yours. And for what? Temporary comfort? A moment of ease? Success requires sacrifice. It means saying no to distractions, no to laziness, and no to the things that don't serve your goals. It means staying focused, even when it's hard. It means being disciplined enough to do the work, even when you don't feel like it. And yes, it means making choices that other people might not understand. But you're not doing this for them, you're doing this for you. The reality is no one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. If you want something, you have to go out and get it. You have to be the one who shows up, who puts in the time, who stays committed, and who refuses to quit.
That's how success is earned, not through shortcuts or handouts, but through effort and perseverance.
Every day is a new opportunity to get closer to your dreams. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter if you failed or if things didn't go as planned. What matters is what you do today. Are you going to let the past hold you back? Or are you going to use it as fuel to push you forward? The choice is yours, and only you can make it. The people who achieve greatness aren't necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or most fortunate. They're the ones who are willing to work harder than anyone else. They're the ones who stay late, who put in the extra hours, and who keep going when everyone else has stopped. They're the ones who understand that success isn't about what you're given, it's about what you earn. So the question is, how bad do you want it? How much are you willing to sacrifice? How hard are you willing to work? Because if you're not willing to give it everything you've got, then you can't expect to achieve greatness. But if you're willing to push yourself, to stay disciplined, to overcome every obstacle, then there's nothing you can't achieve. You have to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. You have to trust in your ability to succeed, even when the odds are against you. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Confidence comes from knowing that you're doing everything you can to achieve your goals. It comes from putting in the work and seeing the results. But it starts with a decision to take ownership of your life and your future. At the end of the day, it all comes down to you. No one else can make you successful. No one else can do the work for you. But you have the power to change your life. You have the ability to achieve anything you set your mind to. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. And when you look back and see how far you've come, you'll realize that every moment of effort, every sacrifice, and every